What makes Kantara a great movie? Now, when I say a great movie, I don't attribute it to the new Kantara as much as I do it for the older one. Apart from the cinematic experience the movie offers, there is also a philosophical aspect to it. And you kind of get to know about it when you watch the movie a few number of times. Now, to get to that philosophical aspect, you kind of need to ask two of these prominent questions to yourself. Question number one: what is the meaning of the word Kantara? What does Kantara mean? Kantara means deep mystical forest. Now, that itself establishes the objective of search, of pursuit, a search for something that is hidden, which is not to be seen through the naked eye, but it is present somewhere in some form. Question number two: what does forest signify? Forest signifies lack of clarity, unawareness, abstractness, oblivion. Now, the movie intends to show the greatness of Tulunadu culture, but here is the thing: it didn't just go forward and show it just for the sake of doing it. Rather, it had a strong storyline, a strong plot line to support the the objective. There were a series of subplots that led to the greater premise. Now, this can be better understood if you look at the character of Shiva. Now, who was Shiva? Shiva was an aimless man. He doesn't have any agenda in life. He just loafs around with his friends. He didn't even know how to behave with people. He was not a well-mannered guy. He always gets involved in fights and stuff like that. But there are moments in the movie whenever he's committing a wrongdoing, or whenever he's committing a wrong action, whenever he's committing a sin, his father comes in front of him in the kola attire to remind him of his true purpose. But even then, Shiva is not reminded of that. Now, that itself is what Kantara means. Shiva is fighting with his inner Kantara, within himself, and he's unaware of his own culture. He doesn't know what is the greatness of it. And one fine day, when it is only when his cousin Guruva is murdered that Shiva goes through an inner transformation. He finally learns to embrace his culture. Now, just imagine, what if Shiva was a well mannered guy? What if Shiva wasn't the way he was? Would the greater premise, or would the ending have made that kind of an impact? I don't think so. Now, this is what